Good afternoon. Today I'll be showing you how to create a use case diagram through the bank system, ATM Bank System. So the first thing that you're going to do is go to the browser and type in the draw.io, or you can also use your pen and paper. But for now, I'll be showing you a tool where you can also use it in other diagrams. So let's select the create new diagram. And as you can see here, there are other diagrams that you can use. And for now, we will be using the blank diagram. Click on this one, then create. So first you will be asked to save your file. Then I'll be saving this one as use case. Okay. Now I have here the blank template. This is actually a tool where you can also create it through offline when you download it. And for now, we are here on the main or the general setup. As you can see here, there is general, and there are other shapes that you can use from the entity relationship. Okay, it's all here for your class diagram, and for your flow chart, it's all here. Since we'll be using the use case, then we're going to use the UML. Okay, so you browse on this part. Okay, I will try to make this one bigger. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to select is the actor, or you can put a what you call this one first, this one. Okay, this is the inside of your system, referring to your system. Okay, I'll just make this one bigger. Okay, and then I will go back here and select the actor. So here's our actor. So this is the user. So just double click on this one, type in user. Okay. Now we're going to copy this, click and drag in the other side. So what the system. Okay, assuming we're going to create a system which is related to a bank ATM system. So in here, you type the bank system. Okay, this is just a very basic illustration of how it works using an ATM. And when a user will try to withdraw money through the ATM machine, and of course, we're going to put here the text. So this will be our header, which is use case. So you can say use case diagram for bank ATM system. Okay, assuming this is our system, just make this one bigger. And if you want to adjust the font size, double click on that one, and there you are. Okay, that's it. You just drag it like that. After, you don't need to put the use case diagram. You can just say the name of your system. I'll just delete this one. Okay, now we're going here in our actor. In our ATM system, there are two users. So we have the user referring us or anyone who will try to withdraw or deposit through the ATM machine. And this one will do the administration of the ATM. Assuming we're going to make a system, just the general type of system, we're going to identify what are the actions. So we're going to select the this one. This is what we call the use case. Click on this one. So this is where we're going to put the action. Okay. So what are the things that the user will do in the ATM? Of course, the first thing he or she will do is actually enter card or insert card, and then insert card and type a number, right? Okay, so that's the thing that the user will do. And if the card is or the PIN number is incorrect, then supposed to be it should give a notification. So in here, I'll just copy this. I'll tap here invalid, example, invalid card or PIN number. Okay, I'll just put back. And we're going to add an arrow in here. So in this case, as you can see here, I will put an arrow, this one, or this arrow. Okay, I'll use this. Since this is a notification or a confirmation, then the arrow that you will be using is a dash arrow, not a straight arrow. And this one, you're going to edit it, the use. You will say this is extend, referring to the confirmation. Okay, so I'll just make this one bigger so you can see it. Extend. So we have now the arrow. Okay, when you enter the card, when the user enter the card, and then of course the banking system will also connect on that one. Then we will be using here the straight line. Okay, there's no straight line, the relation. Okay, parent a child. So I'll just use this one. This one is okay. uh, I'll just use the arrow, I mean the straight line. Okay, this one, straight line. So in here, the bank will also manage this part. That's why you have to put the line. So there's vice versa, and we cannot put this in arrowhead. Okay, the bank system will verify, will monitor whether your PIN number is correct or not. So next is we're going to add again another use case. So the user can actually do either if he will check balance. By the way, when you type here the action, it should be action verb check balance. Example, this is the user, or you can just type it that way, whatever you like. Okay, I'll just adjust it. And if you want to adjust the font size, simply double click and you can, okay, you can see it now. So I'll try to make this one increase as well. Okay, there you are. This one too, so you can see it properly. Okay, now we're going to add another one. So what else the user will do? Of course, aside from checking the balance, the user will actually withdraw money. Okay, I'll just put here withdraw withdrawal of money. Okay, or withdraw money, whatever word that you would like to use. It's up to you as long as it can be understood. Okay, and aside from withdrawal, just copy this one. The user can also deposit money in the ATM or transfer money. Deposit money. Okay, deposit money. Or transfer. Deposit or transfer. Okay. Okay, possible. So these are the four actions that the user will do in the ATM machine. And of course, since the user will be interacting with the machine, then you have to put the line. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Oh, I supposed to select this one. Okay. Start with this one. The user will try to enter, and then I'll just copy paste the line, and the user will also do the checking of balance, and the user will also withdraw money, and the user has the option to, where's that, where is it, oops, where's the line, okay, the user will also deposit or transfer the money. Okay, you just adjust this one, and when the user try to request for statement, assuming, okay, so I'll just add again another use case. So the user will actually request for many statement or statement of account. Okay, so I'll make this one bigger so you can see it. Okay, so this is actually another part or related into the check balance. So in this case, we will be using again the this one. It will be an arrow. Okay, just put the arrow here. Oops. So this is the challenge when you don't have the mouse actually. I don't have the mouse right now. I'm just using my mouse pad. So hard to, okay, double click on this one, and then you can also say extend. So that's an extension. Okay. Now you're done with this one, and the banking system will also check on the part of, okay, I'll just copy this line. I'll put it here. Okay, and then copy again, and we'll also monitor this one. I'll just move this one so that the line will not be intersecting this. Okay, so as you noticed here, the line should be up here, meaning it's about the banking system. Okay, you just adjust the line, make sure it's not overlapping so that someone who will read it can understand what's the flow of the system. Okay, now there you are. Okay, so we had the user, so I'll just make this one bigger. So I'll just increase it. Okay, and this one, I'll make this bigger so you can see it clearly. And this one too. Okay, now I'll try to make this one smaller. So you have now a use case diagram. I'll try to look up this one should be, I mean the use case should not be outside. It should be within this rectangle, okay? So this one refers to your whole system, which is about the ATM or bank ATM system. This one is just a very basic one, okay? And if you want to edit this one, you just simply click on, and then this one will appear actually. So you can change text tab, the styling, arrange, all the details are actually here. Okay, the styling, it's up here. So you just explore this one, and I'll be giving you an assignment with regards to the use case diagram. Okay, and you will create also a use case diagram. And another one that you can also create is actually the sequence diagram. So with regards to the sequence diagram, how can you do it? You can also do it here actually. Okay, there you are. Okay, so we're done with our use case diagram. Now we're going to do the sequence diagram, just an example one, and then you will just finish it. So that will be your additional assignment. And I'm going to create another one. By the way, when you want to save this, click on File, and we want to make this one bigger so you can see it. So I'll click on File, and then Export as PNG, so that we can see it's like there's no background. It's good to practice when you create a diagram. You don't need to include the backgrounds, just the PNG, I mean. Now we're going to create another one. Sample. Okay, I'll just hide this. I'll hide this drawing. Oops. Okay, I'm going to create another one. So there is a plus sign here. Now I'll start with the sequence diagram, and you just finish it. You can either use your pen or paper, and you just take picture of that one. Now we're going to the UML again. This time we will use the lifeline. Okay, start up. So in the lifeline, so this is the starting point. So this is your user. Okay, you just create a better how you're going to do it. I want to increase this one to bigger size. Okay, now I can also copy this, that's okay. And the next that you're going to do is actually put this activation shape. So what's the use of the activation? This is where you put your communication process of how the things are connecting to each other. Example, in the ATM Bank System, we will start with that one first, and you just improve this one and you edit them, assuming this is the user and this is the ATM machine. Okay, this one is too small. Try to adjust it, or this is too small. Okay, this one. Okay, ATM machine. Now we're going to copy this one. And example, I'll put down here bank system. So it refers to the server or the database. So you can try to improve this one. I'll just give you an idea how to do it, then you finish it. And when you create a sequence diagram, you're going to start with the arrow. Okay, from the user will actually do the this one. Okay, arrow. I put here the arrow. It's like your step-by-step process. And on this one, okay, I'll just edit it. You say one, so that is your first step. What's your first option? Insert card, right? Because you will be inserting the card to the ATM machine. Okay, you just put this one. Where's the arrow? Sorry. Okay, so that is number one. Okay, so you can actually put this one on top. Okay, I'll try to make another option. You can also use the other way around. Example, I delete this one, and when I click on, then there's an arrow when I point the cursor here. So as you notice, the line is changing. So I can actually adjust this one. If you want to adjust it, you just have to put this way up like that. So your arrow, and you can also adjust the size if you want to, like that. It's here. I'm using the for 14 point. And next thing that you're going to do is add the description here, just like what I mentioned. So this is the text. One, first step, insert card, your ATM machine or your ATM card. Okay, so this one is bigger. Okay, so that is the first step. And insert card, of course, the machine will try to check first whether the card is acceptable or not. So in this case, the machine will try to validate your card, whether the card is working or not. So what you will use? In this case, you have two options here. This one, it's just like in a system where you want to check first if the card is working or not. Okay, I'll just have to drag this part in here, referring to, like that. Okay, I'll just have to adjust. Okay, this time I'll need to adjust it here, and I will put a description here which is 1.2, referring to the card, continuation of the card. Validate card, validate card. Okay, the card needs to be checked first whether maybe it's a broken card. Okay, that's why it requires to be validated. Okay, so here, then if the card is okay, then it will proceed. But however, if the card is not okay, then you will give a, what they call this one, a message. So in this case, you can put again another arrow. So put here like that. Instead of arrow like this, straight line arrow, what you're going to do is change this one into a dash line, because this is a confirmation message. Okay, send confirmation. So here you put the text, um, invalid, notify, or you can say confirmation, notify user, or you can say send notification. You can use any word as long as it can be understood. So here, so this is a continuation. So this is 1.3. Okay, this is 1.3. This is actually what's in my text. Okay, now when you're done. But however, if it is a valid card, then the card can actually proceed. So there's an arrow here pointing there. I'll just have to adjust it, the line, and put it down. And this one, I'll just have to adjust this because this refers to the previous step. Okay, instead of going here, 1.2 validate. If it's invalid, then we'll send notification. Then the card will try to do it again, insert the card again. And then in case for this one, if the card is valid, since this is a continuation, use this card. Okay, and in here, You can put your text like um, before you go with this one with the system. Okay, so this is not supposed to be you will proceed. So that's not the way. And again, arrow. By the way, if you don't have the PC or on anything, you can use your pen and paper. Okay, now we're going to add an arrow again. So this time, step two. So we're going to put here in two. Type, sorry, type pin number. Okay, so we're going to make this one bigger, 18. Okay, that's it. So same process then as you continue. Oops. Until you will be able to finish it. It should be a continuation. Now your assignment for this one is to finish this sequence diagram. Okay. And assignment two, well, I just put it in the classroom. I will add another assignment with regards to creating a use case diagram. This time, you will create a use case diagram of an Android restaurant ordering system. So you will create a use case diagram. Okay? So this will be your assignment. Okay, I will just paste this one as a, for now, since I'm not going to put it in a document, then I'll just save it as a GP.